Hey, this is Z. We'll be playing a 5-point match on Backgammon Galaxy today. I'll be explaining my thinking a bit as we go along, and then maybe we'll pop it over to XG afterwards and yeah, take a look at my plays, see where I went wrong, and try to learn something. All right, let's see who wants to play. Okay, this guy seems reasonably high rated, and yeah, good luck to my opponent. Sliding is not right there with the 2-1 I rolled. It's like okay on the opening roll. In fact, I often do it on the opening roll. But I guess the stronger board and the strict 8-point splitting is preferred. So this looks a little passish. I mean, especially at the score, you know, 0-0. But you think of it as like 5 away, 5 away. Gammon's kind of hurt a lot at this score, and the position is quite gammonish. So even if this is a take for money, which yeah, I kind of doubt it. I don't think I'm supposed to take at this score. All right. So normally I would hit here with the 5-3, but I got this I'm a little bit more stacked. So maybe that argues for here. Or another way to look at it is like my midpoint's is getting a little stripped if I do this. So maybe this is slightly better. I don't know though. I mean, hitting is sort of the normal thing. Like your opponent opens 5-4, you roll a 5-3. Yeah, you are supposed to hit. All right, this does do 3s and 1s nicely. He has his attacking option that maybe he should do, where he covers and hits off the ace. So the distribution's a little bad here. Alright, he must hit. Oh, this is fantastic. Don't misclick. Alright, I mean, I got a pretty powerful position here. I don't think it's too good, but it doesn't look like we can take. Alright, he did take. I guess I'm happy to see the take. Alright, that does seem like the 4. I see the 9's a play, making a decent asset, but you know, there's other good stuff like builder or escape, getting in range of this guy. Okay. Just sort of going south. That helps. So 22's a play, 11's a play, because I am sort of interested in building these points. I'd rather be on the 22 than the 24, but maybe this is more important. Luckily he's got a slightly awkward last one. Yeah, putting a checker there seems weird. I might have broken the 8-point. Let's see, if he redoubles me here at some point. I mean, he shouldn't redouble because a lot of his wins are gammons. And, you know, he doesn't double. He still beats me if he wins a gammon. But if he does double me, my take point is 25%, even though I get to redouble him back to 4. And the way to think about that score is if I take, I'm sort of playing for the match because I redouble him right back. And if I pass, it goes to 0-3, which you can like memorize from a match equity table. That's I win 25% from that score. So it's essentially a choice between, you know, passing and winning 25% or playing this one out for the match. So now I easily win 25% with these 2 nice anchors and some forward chances. Like I'm playing, if this happens to go wrong, I get to play this decently timed back game. Alright, I guess I like this. I'm going to get hit a little more, but getting hit's not necessarily bad here. Should probably just minimize. Oh, I could go forward. I don't know. I mean, this is sort of a plan, but I don't like the fact that I'm getting attacked on the 3 a lot. And I got such a reasonable back game if I just, I don't know, do something like this. Alright, hopefully this turns out to be a reasonable back game anyways. Another idea would be to run all the way there, which maybe I should have looked at. Alright, still looking reasonably timed. If I can just get this 5th checker out. Nice. Our idea is this. I don't want to make his ones, because some of his ones are shots, which I would happily hit now. Alright, looking okay. Oh, there's the shot already. One funny thing about the 1-3 back game is once he has all his checkers in his home board, any 5 or 3 has to be played from the 5 point. So it's kind of good for him to have like a lot of spares off the 5. Alright, I think I still win 25% if he cubes this. I don't think it should cube. I guess I could gammon like a little more if I keep the checker there. I could have run with both, but it looked like I'm getting a lot more shots this way. Okay, I do like this. I could vacate that. I'm paying the double 1s pretty bad though. Gets a shot on 1-3. So I'm just gonna hold everything for now. Build a 6 prime and then maybe and then split off the back point. Okay, now I'm pretty split off now. I'm still paying the double 1s. But I mean, I prefer the checker on the 11 versus the 9. And I don't want to pay the double 1s yet. Okay, I like that. So the normal thing here is to hit. I'm giving him, if I don't hit though, I'm giving him a bunch of blot numbers. Like most 1s and 3s will leave a blot. I don't actually need the checker though. I'm a pretty big favorite if I just close him out here. Huh. It seems natural to me anyways. And then do I just close him out? So double 3 still plays okay. Oh, thanks for the follow, Fragilities. Now the only thing to really worry about is blotting on big doubles here. Although, you know, I gotta worry like a little bit about the race, so blotting on big doubles isn't necessarily prohibitive. Like I won't really like screw up my builders just to save blotting on 6-6 or whatever. Slightly safer is probably this, which is a little more even up top, but I'm a hair worried about the race, so I'm gonna take the checker off. Okay, it's the safest. Clear from the top. He's got a little bit of race chance. I mean, I like the fact that he's got these gaps here, though. Yeah, it's possible I should have played a little more aggressively to hit another checker. But the reason I closed him out like as soon as possible was because I thought I was like a pretty damn big favorite. Just closing him out quick because he has those gaps there. And obviously, if he had 0 off, you know, you'd play for another checker just to try for the gammon. But here with the checkers off, I thought, okay, close him out quick, never get into trouble, don't give him a chance to roll double ones and fix his distribution. Or like, he leaves a shot, I hit him, and then he anchors. So I just sort of went with this simple approach. Yeah, we'll see what the computer says after the match. So he's 4 away, I'm 3 away. This is a score he should be like extremely aggressive at. Like it wouldn't be even crazy to double here. He should be aggressive in gammonish positions anyways. It's like a lot of reasons to double at this score that don't exist at like 0-0. For instance, the value of his gammons are increased. The values of mine have decreased. They're like here, and I need to be pretty cautious in gammonish positions. So I would just scoop this up for money, no problem. Maybe it's actually a pass at the score. His attack is pretty thin. He's got 9 in the zone. His checkers are in pretty good places though. Yeah, at the score, I'm actually going to let this go. It seems like a little cowardly, but I'm doing it mainly due to the score. Pretty good shots. So you hit out here and actually make the 9. Making the 4. Oh, that's a little unusual. I guess I'm happy to see that. I mean, the 9 is such a good asset. Okay, we get out of harm's way a little bit. What's he doing here? Looks like he's got to leave me a direct, unless he gives up his 8 point, but that's too much of a concession. I play either 9 and 11 or 9 and 4. I guess you could play 16 to 10 also. Okay, this looks nice. I sort of like the connectivity here, 6 away. Alright, 3 away. So the score 3 away, 3 away. It lends itself to somewhat aggressive doubling, not so much as when it's 4 away. The reason is because if you lose 1 point here, it's like not that bad. 3 away, 2 away, the 3 away player isn't doing that badly. So it should be kind of quick to pass, and which means you should be like a little aggressive in doubling. This seems like a take, because I got all these open points here, even at the score. All right, I guess I want to play a little safe. Oh, good. At least 6-1 is blocked. Yeah, there it is. All right. Oh, this is sweet. So a little unclear. Okay, so if I don't switch to the 8, it looks like I'm leaving a shot out here. So I guess I could do this. Yeah, this is pretty reasonable. Probably the best play for the win. I mean, this does win more gammons when he dances for a while. Board's pretty weak. Just when he comes in, he has an easier time like getting out of there. Versus this. Well, you can still get out with certain 4s. Alright, let's try this. Yeah, this is not best for the win. But it does pick up a few gammons. Okay, I might have gotten myself in a bit of trouble here. But his board is so weak. I guess getting hit's not too bad here. Okay, so I got a completely safe play. It's a little hard to bring it home though, with this midpoint. So I'm thinking a little bit about going for the gammon. I'm paying so huge to the hits though. I think I'm going to take a little conservative approach. And then if I gotta hit him later, I gotta hit him later. If we had a 3-point board there, I think I'd go the other way. But 4-point board just looked a little scary to leave a shot. Alright, this sort of keeps things more alive than this. I like having the 2 spares above the 4-point like this. Maybe this is slightly better. So now, like, I hit him with a 1, if I'm forced to, and then I got this other checker, you know, to cover it with. I mean, best play for the win for him is just to make the 2-point and harass me with this blot. He's a little worried about getting gammoned, obviously, but now he's outboarding me 5-4, so it's a little tough for me to go after him, I would say. He's got to do this, he's got to make some concession. If I hit him, the 4's not that good. Alright, so this should be right. I mean, it looks gross, but at least he has to make some sort of concession this roll. He should probably run from the front. Yeah, I'm glad to see that. I mean, he took like a lot of pressure off of me there. Or maybe I want to save a 6. Like if I do this and I roll like certain 6s, I gotta leave a shot on the midpoint. It's either this or this. Alright, now I may not save a 6 anymore. Because I get a 5-point board this way. It's only a 4-point board the other way if I save a 6. And his board is weaker. So getting hit is less bad. Alrighty. Not too worried yet. I get a little worried. So again, my take point here is an exact, so this plays a little bit better on double 2s, I think, rather than this. Although I still got 3 guys off on double 2s. I don't see much downside to doing this. And he's probably a favorite now. So again, my take point is 25%. A raw 25% if he doubles me, which is the amount I win from 4-2. Oh boy. Alright, I got a 1, 2, 3. I got a 4-roll position. Okay, that might have been a cube for him. Maybe not. Maybe I'm still doing okay. Oh man. Okay, so now this is definitely a cube for him. Yeah, that's. I'm happy to see the no double there. I think that might not be a pass already. Turn before. He's got 11 pips. I got 2 roll. You know, I'm bearing off in 2 rolls most of the time. He's almost always off in 2 rolls. I think that's a take for money, if I remember right. But maybe at the score it's a pass. I mean, when you take point, you usually say it's 25%. But you can, for money, you can take usually in a non-gammonist position when you're like 22% or something, because you have the advantage of having access to the cube, whereas your opponent doesn't. Or maybe I can afford this. I mean, I'm getting attacked, but he can't really win a gammon. I mean, this done, it does more good stuff, maybe. Yeah, but I can't resist the 5. He's going to attack me, that's fine. Yeah, with gamma's count, at a score where gamma's counted, I wouldn't have done this. I would have made the anchor. But here his attack is, you know, part of the advantage of him attacking me is that he could win a gammon. Here, these gammons don't really help him. Alright, just make that good. Oh, he's got to bring 2 guys down here. And not that bad a roll. I mean, I guess I should hit him due to the score, but again, I wouldn't do this if gammon's counted. against me. So if I just do this, pretty reasonable game. But it's a little tough. This gives me this extra option of going forward if he misses. Threes are a little duped. Alright, let's give it a try. It's a little scary even at the score, but again, can't be gammon, so I'm guessing this wins a little more. I know what. Could try this. Great on the dances, very dangerous. The threes are duped again. Yeah, maybe I will do that. Or something more solid, but I'm still leaving them ones and threes. Alright, let's try it. Yeah, it could get just blown away. Alright. Yeah, it's like totally score based. I can't really hit him well. I mean, I can, but it's too dangerous. So now is maybe time to stop the madness. I'm duping threes again. Let's see what he does here. I mean, hitting twice is sort of a play. Okay, oh, this is bad. Well, it looks like I'm going to get a shot on double fives no matter what he does. You should probably not hit me here. The board's too good, and gammons don't help him. Same here. He's got this flex. Yeah, that's a good play. Nice and flexible. You know, three builders in the outfield. Oh, I wish I entered there. All right, gonna get a couple shots. 5-2. I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna get some shots. No, I thought he was gonna clear the 6. Alright, that might have been, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff I wasn't sure about there, so it's possible this was a little bit of a sloppy match for me, but yeah, we'll see what the analysis says. And then, yeah, we can pop on over to XG and take a look. I usually like to go to the XG application as opposed to using the, you know, the Galaxy analysis, just because XG, like, I think the application will give you like a higher level of analysis, and you can play around a little more. You know, you see more plays, and you can ask for higher evaluations and all that. Okay, so the match. Okay, so my area is quite good. He played okay. Okay, yeah, I mean, I felt like there was a bunch of stuff I was guessing on there. So even though there's not going to be a ton of blunders, I definitely do want to take a look at the analysis. So let's download this. Pop on over to XG and take a closer look. Yeah, I would say you should always. I mean, playing online, one of the big advantages is you can check your errors afterwards. You should be doing that 100% of the time, I would say. Even if like you have a great match, right? You don't make many blunders. It's kind of good to check your reasoning, even on the plays you got correct. Like here, for instance, the initial cube in game 1. I wasn't say I was like 100% sure about this. So it's good to see my reasoning was sort of on track. This is like a pretty solid pass, but it wouldn't be like completely ridiculous to take. Which is sort of where I was during the game. Now my theory is that for money this would be a little closer, because gammons are more painful at this score where both players need 5. In fact, we can maybe check that. And we can switch to unlimited. So it was 1-1. Here I think it's going to be maybe like 108 or something. Yeah, 107. after double take. So, which is to say, he should pass this more readily at this 5 away score, where both players need 5 points to win the match, because gammons are quite painful at that score. So let's go back to the match, and it should analyze very quickly because I didn't close down. Good, I didn't close it down. All right, so there's nothing going on in the roll before. Okay, I won't look too much at my opponent's errors. Yeah, like this attack play, and now I'm looking at my opponent's errors. Yeah, I mean, the attack play seems to make a lot of sense here because he's got this big stack on his 6 point. But actually, before we look at that, yeah, so this is game 2. So I opened 5-4, he rolled 5-4, correctly split, and I have this 5-3 play. Now, if it was the second roll of the game, like he rolls 5-4 and then I roll 5-3, it'd be correct to hit here. But here the midpoint's a little more stripped, so you have a little more incentive to make the 3, which is what I did, and the computer seems to agree. Oh, and actually the second best play is to hit twice. Like after hitting with the 3, playing 13 to 8, somewhat strips the midpoint, and so it wants to attack on the ace. And then seemed like I built. Yeah, seems like yeah. Okay, big. Yeah, so this is almost too good. Yeah, I was quite happy to see the take at the time. I mean, his position is just too bad. I mean, his forces are all separated. He's getting blitz. I have more points in his than in my board than his. I'm up in the race. Yeah, his position just adds up. And then okay, so the more obvious. The computer likes the more obvious thing here of making the 9. It's safe and makes a nice asset. I kind of wanted to get the backman going, like he dances. I wanted to be able to hit with 6s. Computer thinks that other stuff is somewhat more important, which I can totally buy. All right, and then I sort of attack when I can. It does like this deuce here, although it's close with 24 to 22. Okay, switch its opinion on the higher of Val, but it's very close. I didn't quite like his last 4 there. Yeah, computer wants to give up the 8 point as opposed to leaving a direct. All right, and then I kind of get blitzed. He correctly holds off, and then here now he's not good enough to double. I win 46% here because I got like this decently timed back game. Okay, that's the 6-4. Just computer hates hitting. And then I guess I made a slight error. Okay, yeah. So the real error here is to hit, because if you don't hit, you escape a guy. The game plan is like quite reasonable. The back game is like pretty well timed. And if you hit, we'll take a look at the hit play. If you hit, you're getting attacked on the 3 a lot. At a score where you really hate to be gammoned. And then you're giving up most of your back game chances for like this forward game chance it's not that promising. If you had like a 4-point board already, like say the 4 point was filled in, then it would be clear to hit. But here the forward chances, hit and then contain, it's too it's too remote. And so you just go with like the nice back game plan. So this is what I did. I mean, computer doesn't mind being hit, so it likes slotting the 4. At the same time, it's like duplicating white's aces. So yeah, I can totally see this play. All right, let's move on. Okay, yeah, that was nice getting a guy out. Yeah, you can leave a shot here if you like. Okay, I do hit. Computer does like keeping the 24, although it's very close. Seemed like there was arguments both ways. Yeah, and then I got a series of decisions whether to hit loose. Okay, I did the natural thing of hitting loose, but there's a bunch of other stuff. Like the plan of trying to like not hit and hit another checker seems to be okay. I just sort of went with the simple plan of closing him out as soon as possible, so he can't roll like double ones and make progress on his side of the board. And then I'm like a pretty big favorite here. You have 94%, it says. And yeah, I worry a little bit about the race here, even though it's a little safer to do something else. So I just take 2 guys off. And then nothing much happened. Okay, now it's 2-1. Okay, I guess I'm pretty happy to see pass here. I felt like I was a little guessing here. So this is a position that you would pass, you would take for money, or if the score was 0-0, say. But at the score where the opponent is 4 away and you're 3 away, in other words, he needs 4 points to win the match, and you need 3 points to win the match, you need to be like very conservative at gammonish positions. Like extremely conservative. Like things that are no double for money. They can easily be passes at the score. Because if it goes double and take in a gammonish position, his gammons are tremendous, putting him exactly at 5. And your gammons, they are that good because you can only use one of the extra 2 points. Like say you own a 2 cube and you win a gammon, you only get to use one of those extra 2 points that you win for winning a gammon, because you only need 3 points to win the match, and passing isn't so bad. You just go to 2-2. So yeah, all those factors sort of add up, and also your recube's a little muted too. Owning a 2 cube like here isn't that good. Because there's overage. In other words, you own a 2 cube, you only need 3 points to win the match. By doubling to 4, you don't get to use all those extra points at stake when you double, and you're sort of killing your gammons and so on. So yeah, not a huge pass, but pretty big pass, 0.09. Or on a higher evaluation, it went up to a blunder. But yeah, I'm glad to find the pass here at this score. In fact, let's just for instructive purposes, let's take a look at how big a take it is for money. It's going to be like a pretty solid take for money, I think. So basically, I copied and pasted the position. So remember, this is like a 1-1. This is a 1.1 at the score. For money, it's not even a double. I mean, it's like 0.5. So that's how much like the score matters. I mean, if you've never seen this before, you got to understand, like, in match play, the score is as much a factor as the position on the board is, right? And see what a huge difference between money and 4 away, 3 away. It's worth over half a point difference. But anyways, that's my little advice on playing what you can do to improve in matches. You really need to understand the effect of the match score, especially when in checker play sometimes too, but especially when deciding whether to take and pass and what to double. Okay, so we will move on. Okay, so that was the 2-1 game where I correctly passed. The 2-2 game, okay, sort of like something else, although it's fairly close. Yeah, I mean, I might play safer than the computer's choice, but this leads to an advanced anchor more often, and maybe the distribution's a little better. Doesn't like 6-1 here? Okay, yeah, so I mean, I made a point that's sort of like a priming point, but there's nothing to prime, so the computer wants to go after the better points and fix its distribution. All right. Oh, good roll. And yeah, this seems like double take. Yeah, good. Double's a little close. But I'm up in the race and I've escaped all my guys, so that's a pretty big edge. Mostly I'm playing safe here. Okay, it does like attacking. Very, let's see, 13 to 11. Oh, it wants to leave a shot if it makes the 5 and doesn't switch. Interesting. Okay, let's actually take a higher evaluation on these. Yeah, I don't know if I would ever do this. I don't really like leaving 2s here. but he doesn't have a lot of numbers. This is the computer's top choice with the double ones. He doesn't have like a ton of cover numbers, I guess. And he still doesn't, he still needs to escape his backman even when the attack goes well. So it keeps sort of the best position on the misses. I mean, my play wins more gammons than that play. It doesn't win as much. And there's other options. I was thinking about this, which wins slightly more than my play, but doesn't win nearly as many gammons. Yeah, I don't know if I would ever find this, just because I'm a little averse to leaving a shot here once I've escaped all my men and I'm way up in the race. Now, it doesn't seem like I'm getting that much for the shot. See, no, it doesn't like that. Okay, it wants to bring 2 down. Oh, I see, it dukes the force. Right, because he has force to hit from here, it's really few shots. It's only like 4-2, 4-4, 2-6. Oh, 2-4 hits also. Huh, so what did my play do? I mean, my play is just 4-1, 2-1, 4-6. So it's a similar number of shots, and the computer's play gets 3 builders for the 4. My play does also, though. I guess what the computer's thinking is it clears the 16, it clears the 13 point, which is what you need to do. Like after my play, we saw what happened. I mean, he entered at one point, and then like I had a lot of time clearing the 13. So the computer's play is kind of nice. It gets rid of the 13 right away at maybe just slightly more risk. And the white has a blot in his board, so maybe it's a good time to do it. Yeah, I wish I had thought about that. It didn't even occur to me at the time. All right, fairly close. The computer does like hitting. Wins more gammons at the cost of some wins. Like my play wins the most. All right, and then the computer does like this plan of killing the guy, although it was close. And now the computer does not want to hit because the board is too awesome. White's board is too great. Okay, 7-4-6-5. Okay, I made a 5-point board, and computer likes something slightly more flexible, but still not saving a 6. All right, and then oh yeah, then he caught up. Okay, game is still, he's losing a little bit here. And now he's winning, he has a redouble here. Yeah, I was glad to see the cube not come over. Okay, I guess I caught up a little bit. Close, no double. And then I was really glad not to see the cube here. Yeah, he wins 24%. So this is pretty close on the take pass decision, which means the cubing is worth like the most when the take pass is very close. So yeah, he really gave me a gift by not cubing this. For money, it's actually a take, even though it's less than 25%. It's a take because I get to recube some. If you roll small, I get an immediate recube. So I could take it like slightly less than 25%. Yeah, for money anyways, good rule of thumb to know is if the guy has 11 pips, and you have a pure 2-roll position, in other words, like 4 checkers on your ace, it's always a take. So this is sort of the best 11 pip position for him. Often he'll have 11 pips and 3 checkers somewhere. That's like always a take, because the best 11 pip position is a take. Okay, computer. All right, that's interesting. The computer. Oh no, I'm thinking of a different 4-4. He attacked, and then all right, fairly close, but yeah. So my play, I mean, gets gammoned. Okay, that's interesting. Why? What's surprising me here is that my play doesn't get gammoned any more than making the anchor does. That's weird. Okay, the make the anchor play does slot the 5 because it makes it with a 3, and then slots the 5, so it gets a 4th checker hit. So that's where the gammons come from. Yeah, so the computer, aside from making the 5, the computer's top choice is this, which does get gammon some. The play I was kind of looking at is making the anchor with the ace, and then bringing down the 3. Which is this play, and again, it doesn't really get gammon more. Huh? It doesn't get gammon any less than what I did. Yeah, that surprises me. But anyways, the computer likes my play. Oh, and then I have some dangerous hit positions here. Yeah, I mean, I hit, which wins the most. It gets gammon 18% more than, say, 10 to 7, 6 to 4. But of course, gammons don't really hurt me at the score. I'm just playing for the win, which is again on what I did here. Get gammoned a lot, but doesn't matter. And then I just kind of get blown away, and then nothing going on. Okay, well, glad I played well. I don't think I didn't make any blunders, although there was some real checker play errors in there, mostly from oversights. I mean, there's really only 2 types of checker play errors you can make in backgammon. One is overlooking a play, and the other is misweighing the factors of the 2 plays. So sort of goes to show that you should really take your time, look around for all the candidates, even if they don't immediately occur to you. That was sort of my problem with some of the misplays this match. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Yeah, this was fun, and I will see you next time.